Hi. This series of videos I'm doing right now is basically to kind of just lay out that burn the book mentality I have. The thing is this. We have so many people that's so reserved with their behavior. And you know me, I'm usually reserved. But in private, I sing. I don't care who's watching me. People like to videotape me and put it on online and like somehow they're going to embarrass me. And the thing is, I probably used to be embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed anymore. I love music. But, let's talk about the Bible real quick. These videos are going to be unedited. They're going to be raw, because the thing is in the very beginning of this, I want to make sure I set an example to everybody that sometimes you don't set out with a great thing. Sometimes you do with what you have, and the message is more important than the method. And so let's talk about the Bible. I love the Bible. I've read it a long time ago. The thing is, it's a great book. And the reality is I've read all of them. I've read different versions of it, you name it. And I just wonder sometimes if the people out there talking about hate and marriage and love, if you've actually reading the same Bible I am. And if you are, send me an email link, please. It's bruce@bruceslaton.com, because here's a batshit crazy thing. My Bible sounds like anything like yours. And maybe it's just an education thing. Not my education, but yours. Because let me tell you about this Bible. I simplify it so quickly, right? I think the Bible is this. Hey guys, this is my book of all the experiences and people that I experienced in my life, and my opinions and what I thought of it, to help you be better than I am in your life. So here's the path I took that actually got me a little further every day. But I encourage you to go off that path and live a life eternal. Do things that are bold and just badass. And the stories that will be told about you are eternal. Therefore, you live eternally. See, I don't think that you spend a whole life. Let's say the only two things in life is that you're born and you die. We know that. It's the life that you live in between that's eternal. Not that you live a life where you hate everybody and you judge everybody and you do back-ended things and you're a horrible person, and then somehow you go to God, you go to heaven and you live a life eternal. It doesn't make any sense to me. The thing is it doesn't make any sense to a lot of people. You have to do good to get good. And I'll tell you, I've lived a life like that. So I think this book is a reference. It's like your prerequisite reading for a class. And then the thing is, I wonder if any of you guys ever figured something out. You guys talk about this Bible and what's in it, and you name it. But do you ever think that God came out with the commandments? This book right here, it doesn't say, follow me. It just basically has different people's visions of it. And based on their information. There's nothing in here about a computer in here. There's nothing in there how to deal with batshit crazy politicians who are politically inept. Well, I guess there actually is, if you think about it. If you literally take the verses in context. There's a lot of great stories in here. Angels and prophets and non-prophets, for my opinion. But great lessons. And yet, let me tell you something. Why? Why would somebody give you a book like this? Just imagine that you go off on this unknown path. A lot of us have. Where you basically do how you feel and you're doing good things. And you fall up against an end path. And you're broken and you are bent on that knee. If you didn't have this instilled principles, you might just give up right then and there. And just say, it's over, and die. But what this basically does is, when you go off that path, and you live a life of purpose, and somehow maybe it just doesn't lead to where you need to be. Know that somebody's looking out for you and somebody loves you. So go back to that path that you originally found. Start going forward again till you're healthy enough to take another journey, and then go off that path again. Because if everybody was doing the same thing, we wouldn't have created half the stuff that we've done over the years. I mean, think about how many crazy ones. I'm now a crazy one. I'll buy that one. Created the computer. Steve Jobs. Incredible guy. Created the Apple. Against all odds when people said no. And see, before these guys were icons, they all needed one. They needed one person to believe in them. And that's what, you guys all want to be billionaires and trillionaires. And the thing is, you don't even act like one. To be a baller, act like a baller. Okay? The thing is what you don't realize is, I know a lot of those billionaires. Because they're normal guys. I don't throw names around because I know them in a very small context. And I value their time. And I'm grateful that they've ever given me their time. And the thing is, because we're just normal guys. And I'll tell you, none of them plan to keep that money and give it forward. All of them plan to give it away. So for all you guys who actually talk about, I want to be a billionaire, and you go to this get rich kick, you know, a lot of people get rich when you go to these workshops are the guys actually teaching in the workshop how to get rich. So let me tell you how not to earn $1 billion. Go to a how to earn $1 billion seminar. Let me tell you how. Work, get a dream, pursue your passion. The thing is this: you want $1 billion. Go play the lottery. You're just one of those numbers. If you want to limit the odds, control your equation. And yet I'll tell you, if you're working right now, are you working in an industry with your passion? What did you want to be when you grew up? And that's the thing is, I developed a series of things. I'm going to call them things of everything, called the PIKE concept, which is participation in the equation. Do you factor and do you matter? I don't know. Do you? See, each person is their own individual equation and their own individual situation. You're not going to get a cure-all template. You have to be a little custom on that. So the Bible, let's take the Bible for what it is. It's about everything that's good in life, okay? And yet I'll tell you, this Bible right here doesn't say a lot about marriage issues between gays and lesbians. It doesn't say a lot about being gay and lesbian. In fact, what it does is, it does say things about being gay or being lesbian, being homosexual. Let's put it that way. See, going forward, you're going to find something. We label people based on our ineptness and our lack of education. And yet, let me tell you something. We do that. I say we, because we're only as strong as our weakest link. But some of you haven't even, you don't have any links left. And it's your own damn fault. See, you wake up and figure out, why is life happening to me? But if you ever ask me, I always ask you, what was your participation? And I know you don't like that question, especially when you're talking about your last marriage and you're bitching about your ex-husband. And, I ask, what was your participation in that? And you go, oh, I was all perfect. That's when I know you're the problem. See, I am a person who doesn't need a moral compass. I don't need somebody to tell me right and wrong. I was raised right and wrong. And what I actually realized was this. I'm my own worst critic. When something goes bad, the first thing I do is ask, what can I have done better? What was my participation? And I'll tell you, every man knows being married or even dating a woman. Sometimes I do believe that men are from Mars and women are from Venus. And some days I actually want a group benefit. I want us to get back to space. Because the first group needs to go back to Venus is women. They need to go back for a visit. Because the thing is at some point in life, somebody told women they were princesses, and somehow it got instilled in their life. And they realize, and they want to be equal, but they don't do anything to be equal. And I don't know why you'd want to be equal. Women are incredible. The thing is we've skewed so many equations by people making opinions that they don't have any quality experience to do. So I jumped all around right here. You know why? You're going to see me jumping around like crazy going forward. But it'll start making sense. And let me tell you that you can ask my wife, you can ask anybody around me. I've been here at home, working from home, this last year or so. But what I brought together is going to be pretty epic. And I did it because, my kids are incredible, my boys. But my boys have to encounter other boys and other girls and other women out there. The thing is by me only paying attention to my kids, I'm literally putting the stacks of the future against them. We are just fractured our future's foundations. We are spending money that we don't have. We are giving them mixed values. We're not giving them any good examples. It's time the tide has changed. And politically, we're pathetic. And just know, I'm the world's biggest nerd. I own it. I love it. You know why? Being a nerd made me just believe in another place. Envision another place. Have the ideas of another place. And so, today it starts. But I've typed so much over the last couple of years, I'm going to start doing a lot of these raw videos today. And just know, they'll start streamlining down a little bit. But the thing is this, here's a Bible. Think of it as a journal, okay? Think of it as a journal as not only Jesus' adventures, but other people, their opinions of him, right? And yet, let me tell you, I included the Bible, but I include everything else. This is about religion, but yet it is. This is about life, but yet it's more. It's about literally everything that I possibly could attack. Okay? Now let me tell you another thing. If you know me, I've always taken notes in journals. So these are just a couple of my journals. Okay, so there. All right. But inside these, people, I always write things down. I always have. I have great ideas. And yet I was able to pursue them. It may look like something like this. Okay. I don't know if that was, see that. That's probably one of my stuff, And the thing is, ideas that I had basically over the years. And that's actually probably, what you see in there. I can tell you all of that represents something. Okay. And yet I have small journals and I have bigger ones. And yet around this house, if you came to this house and you saw all the Post-its on the walls or whatever it is, that is the creative confusion that goes through creating things. So before you guys criticize, tell me what you created, But anyway, for now, just know I love you. I'm living a life of purpose. If I didn't have faith, I wouldn't move forward, okay? But I'm doing this raw, unshaved, messed up, because as I get organized, I'm going to start releasing things out. I'm telling you that the future can be so fabulous. And the thing is it gets down to basically education, passion, love, being good to others. And yeah, let me tell you something. I don't want to meet 5 people in heaven. One of my favorite books is, 5 People You Meet in Heaven. Actually, read it. It's not really 5 people. It's something else. But the thing is this: I want to meet everybody I love. I don't want to choose. The thing is I'm doing what I'm doing for those who don't know any better. So I love you. I'm out for now.